Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out Carl versus Steve Insults. This is number 7 of 8 videos, man, so we better have this wrapped up pretty dang soon. So definitely look forward to jumping back into these, man. I have not watched one of these since December, like this mid-December. So yeah, man, we should be able to wrap both of these up in the next 2-3 days. So let's just go ahead and jump into this, folks. We'll talk about it more in the end.
To a certain extent.
I'm just thinking, if I was to meet Steve in a restaurant, right?
Nothing untoward going on. We're just hanging out.
No, just having a chat, just having a normal night out.
Yeah. Who's paying? Because I mean, is it expensive?
Go Dutch. I mean,
right. So, I say to you, I'll see you at 8, right? In this restaurant. I turn up at the door. It's a bit of a posh place, right? So he's Steve Merchant in.
Yeah.
And the waiter sort of goes, I don't know. What does he look like? Right? And
where's he from?
Just a little French fella.
Oh yeah.
And what does he look like? So the thing I'd pick up on first, tall lad.
Tall, yeah. And
then he goes, oh, well, you know, we got lots of tall people in, right? And I go, big eyes.
Big eyes.
Yeah. And then he'd go, yeah, he's over there.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, you can have dinner and you can buy me dinner. I'm not sure you're going to get anywhere with me.
Yeah, but the thing is, what he hasn't said is, well, he gets frustrated because we have to go from restaurant to restaurant for something I can eat. But the reason we've only got about 3 restaurants to choose from are that because he doesn't want to spend more than a £5 at lunchtime.
At lunchtime? If I was going out of an evening, you'd spend a decent amount of wallop. But lunchtime,
Would
why
ya?
am I spend? You'd be happy to spend 20 quid on lunch. Imagine that every single day. There's no one out there who's eating lunch 20 quid a day on lunch. It's crazy. You don't need that much food at lunchtime because I know what happens. You go in there, you have some kind of tiger in curry for lunch. You're asleep by 1:30. We're trying to work. We're trying to write TV shows, and you're dozing off like one of those giant anacondas that's just eating a sheep and is slowly digesting it. It takes like 3 weeks.
He doesn't eat Carl. He does not like the he'll walk a mile out of his way to get a sandwich.
Having an argument over that 50p that time. I don't want to bring it back up again.
Here's the situation, Carl. I lent you 50p, and you decided you weren't going to pay me back. It should be to my discretion if I say, don't worry about it, Carl. You should offer me the 50p. Go, there's that 50p I owe you, and I'll go, don't worry about it, Carl. But you didn't even do that.
No, it's the way that you were like.
I said, where's my 50p? You went, oh, you don't need that.
Comes up a lot.
That's not your decision to have.
I didn't say that. I said I don't think I've got it at the moment, or whatever.
Rubbish.
And you're going through my pockets and that.
Rubbish.
50p. Ridiculous.
You've just given him a keg of beer for free, hadn't you?
Well, let's not go over it again.
Here we are then, we're back, XFM 104.9. Carl had to leave early last week, but you stay to the end this week, mate, or...
Yeah.
You don't need another holiday.
Oh, he started already.
I mean,
Steve's made you look like a bit of a twat already, and it's only 1:05.
But the only reason you don't go on holiday is because you have to spend money.
Oh, and he's gone straight back!
Well, I can't come back to that. It's just dynamite. It's just absolute. That was
last holiday Steve had, he sort of found a third world country so he could live like a king for a week. It was Cuba, wasn't it?
Going to Cuba, amazing. We can almost rule the place. If it weren't for Castro, I'd have been in charge. Kind of cash I was flashing around. They do anything for $1 over there. It's extraordinary, literally. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
definitely. And I went to Kenya before that.
So he thought, to the prostitute said no. You were going.
Yeah, well, it was $2. I mean, I'm not made of money.
Yeah, I'm cheap too, man.
I really, it does frustrate me that I don't get any allowance.
It doesn't count as a disability.
Well, it does count.
No, it doesn't. It's not a disability being 6'7".
But how can you explain, for instance, travelling on a bus or a coach? There's some things I can't see.
The only disadvantage is, people look. I've seen people stare at you. But they stare at me because I've been on the telly. What's that a disability? Are that people being recognised?
Yes, but you could avoid that by not being on the telly. It's your choice. This is my point. It's your choice.
Yeah,
it's the same as the big fat people. It's their choice.
It's a different sort of stare, isn't it? I've been there.
Yeah.
When, the sort of stare that you get and the sort of stare.
Well, obviously I'm gonna... Sorry, Steve, but I'm gonna, follow up this inquiry. What do you mean, Carl?
No, I'm just saying it's more of a stare of fear than... like with you, they go, oh, it's him.
Yeah, go on.
Whereas with you, it's more like... Jeez.
Damn.
Where's the monkey news?
Oh shit!
Well,
shut up. Where's
we're
monkey
not going to do Freak of the Week here,
okay?
Right? Because we've done quite a bit of that in the last 20 minutes.
We've
right?
OD'd on freaks, you think?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll just shift it a little bit.
Okay.
I don't, like I keep saying, don't want people to be thinking we're sort of taking the mick out of anyone.
No.
Right? Because we're not about that. I feel that, like, I can do a little bit of it because I work with you, Steve.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my god.
It gives me that right.
It's like a care worker. Yeah, I understand.
Well, it's like that thing of you can't be homophobic because I've got a couple of gay mates and stuff.
Sure.
I think it sort of gives me that edge.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not freakophobic because you work with Steve.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Well, by that token, I should be able to sort of slag off, the mentally ill,
What do you mean?
at least mentally handicapped. I had some exciting news this week, Carl. You'll be pleased to find out. I'm worried that you might get a little bit jealous because it's obviously going to impact on your world quite strongly. Because I know you think you'd like things to be quite samey. You like the status quo to be maintained. You like the fact that in the past, we've had some crosswords. Because I remember. What did you think of me when I first walked in? When I first came in on the first day of XFM?
I don't know why you're making a big deal
Do you
out of
want
it,
to
because I'm just being honest, though. I'm just being
Well-
honest about a lot of people who see you for the first time sort of go, well, he's a bit weird.
I understand, Steve, that you brought it up, and then you're again.
But I'm sure that wasn't what he said before.
No, he didn't. Yeah, well,
He's a bit weird.
Yeah, well, he looked at you, and I knew. I could see by the look on his face. You know when you know your kid, and your kid's sort of scared of something, and they go, "Why's your kid?" And he goes, "Oh, he doesn't like pigeons or spiders."
Right.
It was like that when I saw Carl, and I brought you in, and I went, "What do you think of that, Carl?" I could see the look on his face that he was disturbed.
Sure.
And then, as he said, you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, you get used to it. And you have changed a little bit. Your hair's a bit smarter now, and you've got some nicer glasses and that, I think. Or I might have just got used to it.
Whoa! Don't bring it up, Steve. Don't look at me like that.
So you say that you think some other people in the office thought the same?
Shit.
Do you know that for sure?
Carl.
Did you discuss it?
Carl.
Yeah, I think they do, yeah.
Okay, leave it there then.
But not just in the office, as you walk through the building.
Oh, it's
Carl's not stopping.
Who do you think's cooler to look at, Steve or the Chemical Brothers?
Steve.
Definitely, yes! You're absolutely right, Carl, and that's the first sensible thing you've said for a
If
long
I was
time.
to work with Steve on some music,
Yeah.
if I had the choice, I think Steve would look better on a album cover.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you change him at all? What would you do with his image?
I'd put him in the distance, so
I can't believe this.
yeah, just so you don't look as tall, that's doing you a favour.
I was on the, this is true, I was on the tube,
shit.
right, coming in to meet Gervais the other day, and
Damn.
I was wearing a suit, and my mobile phone slipped out of my pocket, and it landed on the seat, and I didn't realise this, and as I was about to get off, some bloke who was sat there like an old guy, he picked up the phone, he went, "Oi, Lanky, you dropped your mobile phone." And I was like, well, I thank you for pointing out I dropped my phone, but did you have to do the Lanky?
But you knew who he meant. I bet you turned round straight away. It worked.
You know what he meant,
Yes,
Steve.
but-
He's done you again.
But I was the only person stood up, it was a fairly empty train.
Was there any other lanky people there?
No.
Well then.
Man.
Yeah.
Before we carry on with anything, I should just tell you, we're on the subject of emails. There's one emailer we're always looking forward to hearing from.
Dickers!
Richie Anderson!
Dicky Docky Doo!
Richard Anderson, thanks for emailing.
He's my biggest fan.
He's
now.
one of the biggest
he
fans.
Absolutely loves me.
But not afraid to offer some constructive criticism.
Go on,
That's
what's
the
he
great
said?
thing about Dickie. And from Anders this week, he says, "Ricky, I'm lazy, I talk nonsense, I'm badly organised, and I believe in ghosts. Can I have a job working on your show?"
Oh my god.
Possibly, Anders. Maybe send in a CV. Or email a CV.
He's put a little bit of all of us in that, hasn't he? Oh, I'll ask him if he's a goggle-eyed freak, Steve.
Alright, calm down.
Well, no, I didn't mean
there's no need to get insulted.
No, I didn't necessarily mean you.
Oh, man.
Well,
I was thinking about that, actually,
Alright,
Steve.
calm down.
Oh, God.
Just talking of the old,
Shit.
What?
What?
Talking of the what?
No. Do you know, like...
This better be good.
No, you don't have that many girlfriends and that.
what do you mean?
Carl, why are we on this? I was defending you in the whole monkey discussion. Come on, what's your point?
no,
What's your point? What's your point?
No, what's the point? What's the point?
I just was thinking...
If there was an infinite number of Steves?
You're an odd-looking fella.
Come on, Carl, get to the...
No, you know
cut
I know
to the quick.
that. I've told you that
Cut
loads
to
of
the quick.
times.
What do you mean, you know I know that?
Well, there's no point pretending anymore.
Steve, I'm flabbergasted.
But also, you don't like spending money.
Shit.
Right?
He's mean and weird looking.
Valentine's Day.
Damn.
Are you sort of, you know...
You've got to love him now, haven't you?
What are you happier with? The fact that
Ricky.
no girls like you enough, right?
Damn, dude.
This is really mental.
Or are you
Carl's
happy
going
because
in.
you don't have to spend any money on a card for someone?
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Right, let's have more monkey news. What have we got?
No, we've got
so much to get into this show. Insults,
we don't
stupidity.
need the insults. I think we've got enough. We don't need the insults.
Yeah, there's no more insults. No more insults.
What angers me with Carl is, you know, he's been planning that.
No, I haven't. I was thinking about it on the way in because Valentine's Day is coming up, and I'm not a big fan of it. Right?
Condoms?
You bought your girlfriend a box of condoms for Christmas. I don't think you can have a go at me. To be fair.
No, but I don't just treat her on Valentine's. I'm always. Do you know what I mean?
You don't even treat her on Valentine's. You don't even treat her at Christmas or on her birthday. When do you treat her?
Hang on a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute there. Oh, why I order. Wait a minute. What was that? Tiffany dog.
I treat your girlfriend better than you, and I've only met her twice. 150 quid?
Yeah.
What, in gift vouchers?
Yeah.
To spend at the same places?
Mm.
I'd have to say, though, I mean, it's not a very inventive gift, is it?
It's
Whoever
a
came up
lovely
with
thought,
it. It's a lovely thought. It's wonderful to have £25 that I can only spend in 2 places I never go in. But, no, I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Any
I'm not
ungrateful, anyway.
looking a gift horse in the mouth. It is a treat.
He spoke to Jonathan Ross like he was a normal person.
From someone whose dad buys him a spade for Christmas, I thought you'd be grateful. He's so ungrateful, really.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember a time my dad bought me anything. It's always my mum who bought it, and my dad would give her the money.
Yeah.
You've got Ricky who's lost his go-kart. You've had a video bought for you, and you're still not happy. I just think it's selfish.
Now, it's intriguing to me because here's a film called Freaks, featuring real-life freaks, and you're sort of a bit nonplussed by it.
Just because it's built up. If you call a video Freaks, you've got to make sure that there's some good stuff on there.
Yeah.
What were you disappointed about? Was it no?
Because there was a few things on it, right? There was a woman who said she was half man, half woman, and it's like, well, you're not, are you? It was just like she had some makeup on. I thought, well, that's rubbish. And then there was a woman who could eat using her feet. That isn't that freaky. Do you know what I mean? If she's not hungry, she looks normal.
Yeah.
And that's when I was thinking. I mean, I'm not being right, Steve. You know, I'm not being funny.
Oh, here we go.
Here it
No,
is.
no. But I'm just saying. If that woman wasn't eating and you were sat next to her in that film,
Yeah.
I'd probably be sort of drawn to you more than her. I'm not. I know you hate me saying it, but there's no point sort of pretending.
He was saying that.
Do you know what I mean?
Oi, Muttley, what are you sniggering about?
There's no point in pretending.
Well, you mean there were things in it that were less... What are you saying?
I'm just saying.
Play a record. Seriously, I'll slap you. I'm going to slap you live on air.
Yeah, but you always get.
Right, I'm slapping you live on air. I swear to God.
Alright, play a song. I'll play the song.
I'm gonna slap you live on air. Oh, he said Ricky laughing, goofy ass. Oh my god.
It's happening again, Steve.
What's happening?
It's going all wrong.
Yeah.
We're talking rubbish.
Are we?
Yeah.
We should have played 2 in a row.
He's having a go, isn't he?
Blimey. Can I just kiss and make up with Carl?
No, that is...
No, let me just kiss my kiss.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Next week it'll be the same again. It doesn't mean anything. It's like saying sorry.
Oh, on the lips.
Go on, look, he's... Look.
Get
I've never... Carl has gone a absolute shade of purple, straining not to have merchants...
There's no point, Steve.
No.
There's no point.
No, just shake and make up.
Yeah, Carl's really pissed off.
Shake what, Rick?
There you go. All friends, sit down. That's lovely. That's a lovely moment.
Half monkey, half woman.
No, not true.
It happened. Apparently, it was
Impossible.
it was in the Daily Mail. Right.
Okay.
The Victorian ape woman was her name.
Yeah, I christen this thing Victorian ape woman. Well, we thought Sandra. No, I'm calling it Victorian ape woman.
She was about 4 foot.
No, didn't happen.
She had lovely thick black hair on her head and on the back of her legs and on her arms.
Yeah.
Alright.
So stockings.
Let's have a look.
And she didn't need a bustle because of a huge ape-like arse sticking out the back of her dress.
She was good at reading and sewing.
Well, good, because they didn't have opposable thumbs, so,
she could speak 3 languages.
Yes.
She was
Human, monkey, and monkey-human.
20 offers of marriage. Does that annoy you, Steve?
Oh my god.
Absolute twaddle.
Alright, well,
That more rubbish than your soul weighing an ounce.
Let's
A
leave it there.
Victorian monkey
Let's leave it there,
woman.
then.
See you next week with some more twaddle.
Alright, so I think we're going to stop there, man. We're 15 minutes in. The next video will wrap up this entire thing, man. This might be my favorite one, though. I think I laughed at this one the most. I'm trying to think back on some of the other jokes. The person who did this, I said this before, did a really good job of separating, like, actually using the chapter feature that YouTube has now. Then also putting, like, the titles, like, the title right below each one. That was a funny one, the gay one. So he's not gay, but I think he said something about how you can do better than him. That was funny. This was a really good one. I don't know if it's my favorite. I'm trying to think. I still can't think of all the old ones, so I really can't pick a favorite. So there's no point in me even doing that. I enjoyed this one. This one had a lot of good stuff in it, man. I feel like Carl probably won all these if you wanted to like really put it versus Steve when it comes to like this last segment I just watched. Like I said, I can't remember too much about the previous one. He really got Steve a lot in this one, man. A lot of them were like funny about Steve being cheap when it comes to holidays, like how it's more of a stare of fear when people were like looking at him like nobody's actually staring at him because they recognize him like it will be with Ricky, but actually staring at him, they're terrified of him. I think he got him pretty good. The only thing he kind of really was able to throw back at Carl was saying like he was gonna slap him, if I remember correctly, and then like he treats his girlfriend better than he does. Look forward to wrapping the last segment up. Looks like it's just actually 3 sections left in the last segment. Yeah, we'll be done. That's about 10 or 11 minutes. So yeah, dude, I really enjoyed this one. Alright guys, that is it. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.